Now let's talk about the two faces of BEASTdome Fantasy Football 2013 season. Face number one, throw your Montee in the air. There's something about Montee. Free balling, young Montee. Montee Ball is the player that all fantasy owners should target this season. He is going to be a beast this year in that Broncos offense. He was just promoted to first team offense. Now, all the fantasy pros experts out there, his expert consensus ranking was number 27. I went ahead and took screenshots where all the experts ranked him before this weekend started, just because I knew something was going to happen with Hillman. You can see it in the BEASTcast, Beast Chat 2, which is posted in the Beast video section. So I am going to do a segment on August 31st when the final rankings are done, saying drop the ball, who dropped the ball, and we will see which fantasy football experts gave Montee Ball a huge boost once he was promoted to first team. Something that these other websites did not see coming, something that I have been promoting since day one of training camp, that Montee is the key to winning your fantasy football league in 2013. So now the question is, what round do I take Montee Ball in now that everybody knows that he is a starting running back for the Denver Broncos? And the truth is, if it's round 3 and I'm selecting between all the running backs after DeMarco Murray and Montee still on the board, even if it's Montee and DeMarco, I'm still going young Montee. Gotta trust in him with that Broncos offense. There's going to be a lot of opportunity for him out there. The other player that is the face of the BEASTdome Fantasy Football 2013 season is Rob Gronkowski. I've been telling everyone, do not fear this back injury. It is Gronkowski. This guy is not human. He is not human. You look at him compared to players tackling him, and they look like they're little dolls. I don't know if you guys seen that Beast basketball photo where the Beast is swatting off the defender. It's basically exactly like that every time. With no Wes Welker, no Aaron Hernandez, Gronk is going to be the man of that offense. Brady loves him. Amendola will do enough to prevent the double teams. Go ahead and take Gronk in the 4th round of your fantasy football draft. He will miss the first 2, maybe 3 games of the season. After that, he will be beasting, especially in the playoffs. Do not let another owner get the chance to take home Rob Gronkowski at a 5th round discount. He will be there in the 4th round. Take him in the 4th round. Get it out of the way. You have a superstar tight end. So now the question is, who are the sleepers at tight end to get if you, 1, miss Gronkowski, and 2, if you draft Gronk, because you're going to need a tight end for the first 2-3 games of the season. There's 3 sleepers on my list. We'll go by the order of when they are drafted, not in the order of who I think is the best player. First player that is typically drafted is Fred Davis. He is going in the 15 to 20 range. And that is absolutely absurd, especially because he was a top 6, top 8 tight end before the Achilles injury. He is now 100%. He is looking very fast this preseason. On top of that, RG3 is the perfect quarterback for a tight end like Fred Davis, who likes to buy time with his feet. Linebackers don't know what to do. They commit to RG3. Then RG3 dumps it off to Fred Davis, who has nothing but green grass in front of him. So Fred Davis is a good target. He's a good long-term player. If you miss out on Gronk, I'd say you have to target Fred Davis. This player right here is a good substitute for Gronk for the first 2 games. He's going to be great long-term. I have him ranked much higher than any expert on Fantasy Pros, and that tight end is the tight end of the. That tight end is Julius Thomas. This guy is the second coming of Martellus Bennett. Even though Martellus Bennett is still in the NFL, it's the exact same player. And Peyton Manning has a thing for making tight ends way better than they are. Look at Dallas Clark. Look at what he did for Jacob Tamme. Even Jacob Tamme in Indianapolis. Jacob Tamme in Denver. Joel Dreesen, he made him a very relevant player despite being a second tight end on the offense. Joel did steal a lot of Owen Daniels plays in 2011, but 2012 is all Joel and Peyton Manning in that red zone. So you got Julius Thomas, who's great. He's a big guy. He's big over the middle. He's perfect in the red zone. Peyton will drop it to him when people are double teaming Welker in the slot. Demarius Thomas outside. You got Edek trying to fit in with this three-man crew. He's going to be the one that suffers the most with the Wes Welker addition. The third tight end is the player I had on my Draft Street Fantasy Football Championship with $100,000 on the line. He is a tight end for the Miami Dolphins. I'm talking about Charles Clay. Charles, for me, got injured on the third series of the game. Unfortunately, the backup tight end, I do not believe it's Fasano because I believe he missed that game, but the backup tight end did catch a touchdown. Heartbreaking, still came in 6th place, took home $7K. This is my year. I'm going to take that championship down.